I knew what I wanted my talk to be, but I didn't know exactly how I wanted it to go. I knew it was going to be self-empathy. I knew it was going to be about combating self-judgment, because I think these are things people really need to know. And I think I can help a lot of people when they hear this talk. And a lot of people will relate to it. I don't know anybody that hasn't dealt with self-judgment and that has a hard time with self-empathy. So I just started writing and writing and writing and getting ideas out and getting thoughts out. And some days I would try to get thoughts out and it would just be like, wow, look at all this great stuff. And some days I would try to get thoughts out and be like, yeah, this isn't working out very good. But I would keep trying just to get ideas on paper. And the next thing I did was show some vulnerability and ask for help. There are people that have taken the dot that are very good at what they do, which is why I'd like to give a shout out to two different parties here. The first is Corey Poirier and Blue Talks, because he talks about TED Talks. He talks about how to get the TED Talks. He talks about, how to construct your thought and how to start putting these things on paper. And he has 5 TED Talks under his belt. So, it was really helpful to be able to attend his boot camps and some of his sessions and to understand some of the people that do his sessions and his events and all of the stuff that goes with it. So big shout out to Corey and to Heidi and to the people that were willing to step in and help me prepare for this. The other person I'd really like to shout out to is Samantha Chris. She has the top-rated talk on goal setting. She's the one who talks about real goals. And this is a person who has been there and done that and is very happy to share her knowledge, much like Corey. So, having the right coaches in the right places to be able to get you where you need to go is imperative. Here's where I want to add a little bit about coaches and coaching, because we currently kind of have a society where we rely on coaches. And I think that's a good thing. If athletes have coaches and they're not expected to just go out onto the basketball court or the football field and just do it by themselves, then why are we any different? I think finding a coach is a good thing, but make sure you take the time to find the right coach. Make sure you find a coach that aligns with your values, which for me, authenticity and integrity are big. And make sure you find a coach that's really going to get you where you need to go. And that means you're going to have to do some homework, because there's a lot of coaches out there and they are not created equal. So just be aware. A coach that's a good coach, worth every penny. A coach that's a bad coach can actually set you back. So make sure you know who you're about, who you are, what you're about, and find a coach that's going to help you accordingly. This is important, because the last thing you need right before you walk out on that stage is having someone that pulls you back, probably completely unintentionally. They're coaching in the best way they know how, you're learning in the best way you know how, but not everybody is a fit for everybody. So take your time. Make sure you figure this out.